But yeah, so I'm pretty into cool shit. You know, not like cool shit, but kind of that step away from the regular cool shit, like just doing my own thing, you know?
All I asked was, are you paying for the pizza? And you just went into that.
I am a simple man. I like video games and I highly enjoy reading. So combining the two would clearly be a match made in heaven for me, right? Well, not really. The idea of a visual novel doesn't do too much for me in terms of entertainment. My dumb-filled monkey brain mind is forever busy dealing with anything that's just colorful, cool-looking, and insane. So visual novels and, say, anything like a dating simulator aren't my cup of tea. The closest I've been to those genres is the Persona series and I guess Hunipop, though Persona is more known for its JRPG elements and Hunipop is horny Candy Crush, so those don't really count too much. And unfortunately, due to some of the things that I've talked about on my channel many times before, I can't say the word ultimate without a Danganronpa fan foaming at the mouth.
Who do you kin? Nagito?
And I'm no Ace Attorney fan, but for those who are, you poor bastards. But then, pretty much out of nowhere, I heard an announcement that Soulbro was in charge of making a game. I love his stuff. Very straightforward and funny guy. If there's anything this guy knows, it's audio, the late 90s and 2000s style, and Christina Aguilera. So if he's the director, producer, and writer for this thing, this is going to be pretty good. I bought the game as soon as I could, and I'm going to flat out say it. This is the funniest game I've played. In terms of humor, playing video games isn't my go-to on how to make me laugh. And then the comedy that is in most video games usually comes from doing mental gymnastics and thinking something is funny for shits and giggles, and then from something being absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah, and memes. The South Park games are pretty good in this department, I guess, though this was something I wasn't expecting to be funny. It has a cynical and political edginess to it that works very well. It notably works great with how the dialogue is delivered especially, and from the fact that literally every single line is voice, so it already eliminates that novel and reading part of the game. So it's more like you're watching the events unfold right in front of your eyes, which is a plus for this game on many levels. Best part is that the characters aren't voiced by people who just happen to have a microphone and that's it. No, they are professional and legit people, which is pretty funny on its own merit. It didn't have to go this hard with how it's presented. I know you might look at this and think it doesn't look all that impressive. I mean, social games like these aren't really known for their graphics. What I mean is that this game oozes the late 2000s style. Bro, you're using a T-Mobile sidekick to make your choices. That's baller. The biggest factor to this claim is how characters dress. Most of them have multiple outfits and clothes, so it's rare for them to be wearing the same thing during a story route. The double belt outfit, the red jacket attire, leather and rainbow combo, pretty slick, along with a nice art style to add to that. Now, those outfits aren't just slapped on moving models who do nothing, you give them to characters. And who are they in this game? Well, there's really only 3 different characters. The main one, Nicole, best friend, Jekka, and everyone else. Everyone else is stupid. And I don't mean that in terms of being bad, I just mean that they're kinda dumb, but that doesn't imply they can't be good. Take the best boy, for example, Kyler. He's a dum-dum, but he's awesome and has some of the better moments for how crazy he is and his love for lacrosse. You'll meet some colorful and weird-ass people throughout the school years, and it's great. One of the better ones is, oh my god, Jekka, the best character, depending on what route you take. Jekka is just a fun and more upbeat girl compared to most of the cast. She also has some great lines as well.
What kind of Mormon-ass bitch meets at a diner? But yeah, Kelly's a fucking whore and I hope she dies. End of discussion.
Oh, so in your spiritual worldview, God only keeps tabs on fully matured women?
Yeah, Miss Lynn, back that divine ass up.
So, I'm pretty sure the photography teacher's a white nationalist.
I said the tuna's good today, and you just replied with that.
Good point. See you this weekend.
White power!
Jekka, no! And has a cool dynamic with her friend and main gal, Nicole. You play as Nicole, and there's really no other way to describe her. She's a sociopathic, or a softer way to put it, and what she says herself.
Are you a bad bitch or what?
I'm an abysmal bitch.
Awesome. Name calling aside, Nicole is actually really cool. This game doesn't hide it, and neither does Nicole. You are here to tell people off in a variety of ways. You're not here to try and hook up with people, which won't work in this game for the better. You're doing everything you can and say to reject everyone and their beliefs. Instead of trying to be everyone's friend and going on dates, you're pretty much doing this the whole game.
Hey, what's up? Haven't seen you around for a couple days.
Fuck off and die.
And you know what? I kind of relate to Nicole in a way, because there are just moments where you also want to just collab with the demons within inside your head, and you just want to tell that one, maybe even two people within your lives that you've met, and you just want to tell them to shut the fuck up. And with that in mind, it's as the game advertises. It's an anti-visual novel, and it does its own thing entirely, and it's kick-ass for doing so. Use people to get what you want and throw them away without a second thought and move on to the next person. Get free drugs, leverage at your school from the faculty and nerds, double down consistently to find a way to win and fuck someone else over. This game is pretty fun. Now, some people who have or will play this game would probably think that no one talks or acts this way at school or even in real life. Trust me, some of the characters in Class of '09 are real. Too real. These aren't just tropes of whatever anime archetypes you can think of. These are people you have or will meet in real life. I've met people like Nicole and Kyler, and that's not just from knowing names. All I can say is, if I ever have to hear another lacrosse story, I'm punching someone in the fucking face. The characters and writing, they're great. Now, I casually mentioned different story routes. What is the story? That's a good question, because I really don't know. There isn't a goal per se in this game. The one I make for myself and tell my friends is to try to make it to '09, because you begin the story in 2007. With me saying that, it means it isn't going to be exactly easy to make it there fully and truly experience every school year that you're there. I'll just say this, the game has 15 different endings. Quite a bit, and trying to see most or all of them will probably just take a minute or two, but not all of them are good or even happy endings where you necessarily win. This game gets fucking heavy and dark with what the characters say and do. Every dialogue option you pick has the high chance of digging yourself deeper into something more crazy and most likely horrendous and diabolical, and it all was just from a downward spiral from wanting to sit out during gym class. Which makes me think, does this game cross the line with what happens and how characters interact? I only bring that up because of every other Steam review straight up disliking the game for how things are portrayed and done. I was never really bothered with what happened, shocked every now and then like a normal person, but not offended, so I'm fine, but I'm not everyone. So you should probably be careful playing this game if you're not really the one for this type of humor. Things aren't just brought up once or twice, it's around every corner. However, I played most of this game with a person who dyed their hair twice. They classify themselves as someone who isn't mentally stable, and they love this game. So all is well, I suppose. The only nitpick I have with the game, which isn't really the biggest deal, is why is every single teacher and staff of the school a freak? See, I thought Mr. White was fine and was just a pushover, but I was wrong. Very wrong. Oh well. Class of '09 is a wild experience, and I think you should at least give it a try. You're not going to find too many visual novels that encourage you to be an absolute menace to society and everyone around you, and win as a result. And of course, to me, its main selling point is that it's hilarious. I can't tell you how many times that I've had a genuine good laugh from playing this, and who doesn't like a good laugh? It's available on Steam for usually $10. If that's somehow too steep for you from spending all your money on virtual knives within a shooting game, I understand. Not really. If that's too much for you, then wait for a price drop then. Or if you're also impatient for that sort of thing, you can play it on Android for like $4. There you go. I'm an insane person and bought this game its first week, so I got it for $15. My friend proceeded to question my decisions. However, I know I got my money's worth from spending $15 here rather than the $20 I won't get back from Bloodborne. Yes, I'm still salty about that, Nick. And another recommendation I would highly suggest, play this with a friend or more, because there's no way in hell they're going to be expecting anything this game throws at them, and their reactions are going to be delightful.
Oh, this guy's a school shooter. Oh.
Let us do a takeover.
Huh.
I wouldn't joke about this. His fingers were like in.
I believe you, sweetheart.
I believe you.
Awesome. You rock, Mom. So what's for dinner?
All right, enough of this.
No, this is hard. Keep going.
This is quite imaginative.
Oh god, what is he doing here?
Really,
Thank you,
people?
Kyle.
Class of '09, great game, play it. And this is perfect timing because it recently, more or less, got announced for a sequel. I know I'm looking forward to that, and just like an actual school year, I'll see you next year with that game. And that is the review of Class of '09. Very fun, simple game that I think people would really enjoy. It's just a quick game, you know, compared to most visual novels, it's not really all that long. Like, I would guarantee you, for most people, you'll probably, quote-unquote, finish the game within less than 15 to 20 minutes by the time that you start. It's really easy to fuck up, which is pretty insane, and I kind of like that idea. So yeah, go play it. It's a fun game that I've been enjoying the past year or so. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know what to do with all the links that are provided and everything of the sort. Thank you for watching. That's greatly appreciated, of course. Have a great day, have a great night, and everything else, you know what to do. Bye.